Every season of our life is part of the whole, and it should be embraced. Yes, even the painful seasons. The more we resist, the more it's going to hurt, and the longer it's going to take. And I was just thinking when I was studying for this, one of the first things they tell every victim is now take slow, deep breaths. Relax. What do they tell a woman when she's in labor? Now breathe. Relax. You know why? Because the more you fight against any kind of emotional pain or physical pain or whatever it is, the more it hurts. And yeah, I know some people think, well, surely, what's going on in my life is just demonic, and surely you cannot expect me to embrace that. I'm not telling you that you have to love the thing, but we do need to learn the secret that God has a purpose in everything He permits in our lives. And even though we may never understand it, we can trust God that His word is true, and He always, here comes another secret, always works everything out for our good to those who love Him and want His will. Always, here tonight gets a little tenacity and says, I'm not going to just whine about my problems the rest of my life. I'm not going to spend all of my now life resenting what somebody did to me way back here. I'm going to put that in God's hands. I'm going to get on with what God has for me. I'm going to get well, and I'm going to love every moment of my life.
Hey everyone, little update here about the whole Mary Jane situation. It appears that after having heard from her for a few days, she finally posts a video basically reflecting on how she's been the last couple of days and how God is going to take her through this dark period, and playing a sermon from a Christian pastor just to sort of like provide some sort of encouragement as she goes through what what it looks like she's trying to convey, a very hard time, and how to breathe and how to go through it. And all I'm thinking is, give the people back their money. 20 plus people, almost 30 people aren't lying. It is becoming more and more apparent, and the complaints are more out there that she has taken all this money from them, or those that managed to go on the trips, their experiences were so difficult, and some people were getting stranded. Some people were asked to pay for other things even though they thought that they paid for the package. There's also more experiences from even another young lady who said that even after paying $2,500, she ended up having to put out another set of money, altogether $3,000. Because when she got there, she found out that the room wasn't adequate, and then she had to pay for another room. So there's a lot of different things that are sort of coming out as not just the fact that, okay, money's being taken, but even if you do manage to get on the trip, the service is not good, the attention is not good, or blowing up the prices, and then when the girls do inquire from the people directly, it's very, very cheap. And it's like, how are you not able to, you would think this person is making a lot of money. You'd think that Mary Jane, has got a lot going on, that even if she's, charging for her fee and organizing the trip, she's got some sort of organization. But it appears that, she's charging more to steal the rest. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what it appears to be. Like I said, all allegations are alleged until proven guilty in a court of law. But it feels that the alleged is becoming more and more of the truth. It does appear to me, from what I see, how she works things, and how there's so much more people that have been scammed out of their money as those that actually got on the trip. So it's like, let's say you charge 10 people, you let 2 people on the trip, and you just scam 8. So whatever the money from the 8 can kind of suffice for all the stuff that is expected to pay for 2 people. So it appears that she has enough money to pay for, you know, the hotels or whatever that the package is claiming that it'll cover. But there were 8 people that did apply, you know, and didn't get on for that. That's what it seems to me. That could be how she's doing it. And maybe she did start off small and then realized, oh, I can do this. And then, you know, she just kept at it until people start talking. There is a hesitancy to really come out. There are some people that still don't want to really, you know, get into all of that. But by and large, people are realizing, hey, you know what, I have to say something, because then more people are wanting to purchase from this, you know, purchase her trips. More people are trying to go with her. But the latest video, still no apology, still no updates, still no addressing of the situation. It's just what I'm going through right now. This is really a bizarre way of handling a bunch of accusations, a scandal against you. A very, very strange way of handling it. And here is another situation from another young woman who also got herself into a predicament when she took one of the trips that Mary Jane was having for Dubai.
If some of you don't know, I went to Dubai in like February, and even though I went alone, I met some people out there because it was an arranged like girls group trip. That's first. So I do not know how I stumbled across this girl, the bitch, Mary Jane, byarm. I don't know how I stumbled across her page, but I did. And I saw that she was traveling a lot. And I'm like, okay, cool. So she's hosting this like Dubai group trip. You pay this set price and it covers your hotel, your flight, your excursions, and you just meet like 4 other girls from across the fucking world to be in the same spot as you. So I'm like, damn, like I really want to go. The hardest time of my life. I'm like, I want to go Dubai so bad. I saw it as a sign to go. So I booked this shit, so I go. So I'm excited. I'm buying shit, you know, excited to go. The girl sends me my flight information the day before my trip. So I'm very last minute, so that didn't bother me any fucking. So I'm like, whatever, like it's booked, so I guess. But when I get to Dubai, when I say I didn't have any phone service, I didn't have any phone service. Like, couldn't motherfucking dial 911 if I wanted to. Like, I had the airport, so I'm on the airport Wi-Fi, so I'm messaging her. I'm like, you know, hey, I'm at the airport, you know, what's my hotel? She tells me my hotel. Well, okay, not gonna lie. On the itinerary she gave us, like, itinerary had like where we're gonna stay, what we're gonna do, day 1, 2 through fucking 5. Had everything on there. So the hotel on the itinerary, it said like the Hilton or something. So I asked her, because like I'm very picky on where I stay, and then also I wanted to stay somewhere else in Dubai, so I was trying to like know how close and far it was. So she ended up telling me the name of the hotel like 3 days before the trip anyway. So I text her at the airport like, hey, like, you know, how am I getting to the hotel? And she was like, oh, you have to, you know, like you have to pay a taxi to like, you know, get to your hotel. But she hosted the same trip like a week prior, 2 weeks prior to my trip, and I seen her pick up the girls from the hotel. So I'm like, airport. So I'm like, why the fuck she ain't pick me up from the airport? Like, you know, whatever. But also, it's a new country. So luckily in Dubai, they have women-only taxis. So it's a safe thing for women to travel without being kidnapped, all that kind of shit. So I get a women's-only taxi to my hotel. Okay, cool. I'm here safe. Bitch, you lucky. I get to my hotel, I'm checking in, so I'm already feeling away because where am I staying at? So I get to my room and I asked him, like, okay, like, whatever. He's like, oh, you got to pay your room taxes. No, the fuck I don't, because I paid for my fucking trip, and that's that bitch problem. Like, that should be included in her fee. So they call her and she's like, oh, just tell them to charge it to my bill. Thank you, bitch, you knew better. So I get to my room. This is the motherfucking closet. I go downstairs. I'm like, I want to upgrade now. Like, I'm not staying in this fucking room. So he was like, okay, we have a room available. I'm like, you can show it to me first before I pay for anything, because if it's still small, I'm not going to fucking stay here. So I ain't gonna lie, I like the room. So the room upgrade was like $500 more. I already paid her $2,500 for the fucking trip. So I'm now paying like $3,000. Okay, whatever. So I get there like 8 p.m. in Dubai. So it's nothing to do because like 8 p.m., you know, quarantine, the curfew. all that kind of shit. So I'm just sitting in my room bored until the morning time get here because, like, you know, this is when the activities start. So the next day come, we supposed to have breakfast downstairs and meet all the girls. I'm not sure if Mary was there or not, but like when I did get down there, I saw some of the girls. Okay, cool. The itinerary told us the very first day we're going to do something like a yacht or something like that. So I had my outfits planned out for like the fucking yacht. She was like, oh, we pushed that to the next day. So we did something the first day. I think it was like, the first day was our time to ourselves. So like it was things to do by I wanted to do before me meeting her. So I'm telling the girls, like, you know, like we're free until 3 o'clock. You know, it's like 10, 9. Let's go to the flower garden. So we all get dressed. We go to the flower garden. We go get cute, you know, put our outfits on, go there, take pictures. For some reason, well, I feel like we did something else. Yeah, we did that or whatever. So Mary Jane is texting us, rushing us to get back to the motherfucking hotel because we're supposed to be going to the little ATVs and sand and camel ride and shit, right? So all in a group chat with the girl, but we in a car, we're in a van talking shit about her because who the fuck is you to rush us back to the hotel and you just changed our trip at the very fucking last minute? Like, you gonna wait on us, bro, because your shit already not the fuck together. So I'm gonna show y'all when shit got motherfucking rocky right here. Okay, so she's rushing us to get back to the hotel. We pull up to the hotel. We all looking nonchalant as fuck because, like, we still finna go change our clothes. So the taxi man finna leave in 10 minutes or whatever you talking about. We're still about to change our clothes because we about to get sandy as fuck, dirty as hell. So that day is cool. You know, we ain't got no problems. But we still talking shit in our group chat because this shit unprofessional as fuck. And then the next day come, this was the yacht day. Again, she cancels our yacht day because she has skydiving school or whatever the case may be. So yet again, we have to sit here and find us something to fucking do for the day because you throwing our fucking itinerary off. Like, why would you make this fucking piece of shit if you're not gonna fucking follow it? Like, I'm real life baffled and fucking confused at this point. The second day go by, I'm pretty sure that was our day to do what the fuck we wanted to do because it was so last minute. That's when it became a problem. So the third day was our yacht day. But at this point, some girls in the group already had a problem with Mary Jane I was unaware of. So we get to the yacht or whatever. So she was always saying like a private yacht. Y'all know I love a little motherfucking yacht tours. I love a fucking private yacht. So I'm in line and it's this like family behind us. So, you know, I'm very outspoken. Why they behind us? Like they get on the boat too? She's like, oh no, this boat's just for us. So I'm still watching because they real fucking close to be on a boat that's just for us. Like, get y'all ass back. It's Corona. Come to find out, they're on the fucking boat too. Fuck. Oh yeah, she was bragging about how she paid $4,000 for our private yacht. All this type shit. Of course, we do our own research. The bitch paid $40 per person for that fucking shared boat tour. And I was like, okay, no, bro, I need some fucking money back. Then it's come to my attention that some girls on the group reached out to her about being unprofessional or whatever the case may be. The bitch gonna text her and tell her to contact her via email at her business email. Bitch, I have your number. We're in the same hotel. You're in my fucking face. Like, why can't you address this shit now? Because it's making me uncomfortable at this fucking point. Like, that's rude as fuck. Then on top of that, while we're on the fucking yacht, she's whole ass avoiding these girls. Like, she's not taking their photos. She's not talking to them. Just acting like they're fucking invisible. Like, you brought them. So in my opinion, anybody you bring to fucking Dubai, you're now the babysitter. Like, you have to fucking watch us. In the itinerary, you feed us, you transport us, like you're the fucking babysitter. So don't bring me out here and leave me here for dead, being mad that I'm saying you're fucking unprofessional. So I guess her and the girl, they exchanged words, and she was just like, you know, no one else has a problem with me. All the girls enjoy me. What the fuck is that Mr. Crab meme at? When I say this next shit caught me off guard, like, caught me off guard so fucking bad. Like, I was in the mall, minding my fucking business. I look in the group chat. The group chat looks like my other group chat, because she leaked our fucking private group chat to the one with the damn bitch in it. That was the highlight of my fucking trip right there. Like, I'm finna show y'all right now. That very moment right there, the trip was over. Like, I knew the trip was over because Mary Jane didn't even say shit after she had dropped that fucking group chat in the group chat, you know? So I'm just like, hey, I don't really care. Like, my last couple days here, I'll just fucking shop. I'll just do my skydiving shit as I did. You know, I do my own little thing. I see if somebody wants to tag along with me. But it was to the point that the last 2 days, we were on our fucking own. Last 3 days, we were on our fucking own. That I real life believe she owes me half my fucking money back, because you didn't feed me the fucking last 3 days. You didn't transport me the fucking last 2 days. The last day we were scheduled to go like jet in to the beach. We ain't do none of that shit. So what am I paying for at this point? But the problem is, I paid through Zelle. Most of the girls paid through Zelle, Apple Pay, Cash App, shit. So yeah, nonetheless, we did not get our money back from Mary Jane, because she just wasn't, like, you know, responding. Hence, I'm blocked. That too. And it's come to my attention that this is a habit of hers, that she just plans these fucking trips and go missing, and she has so much going on in her life, and oh, I have corona, oh, I'm stuck here. You shouldn't be posting fucking travel groups if you're really not a fucking travel group or person. So yeah, but overall, I love the girls that I travel with. We follow each other, we keep up with each other. But as far as Mary Jane, fuck her. Like, I would not take another trip with her. To be honest, I will take all her girls and we'll form our own travel group, because she's very unprofessional.
Well, her silence certainly is fueling speculation in these YouTube streets, and it surely isn't helping her situation if she even is aware of what is happening at all. And sometimes when you there is a space and a time to be quiet, but there's also a time to speak. And oftentimes when you don't speak, it looks like you're hiding, but then sometimes when you speak, it looks like you're guilty. I mean, it just all depends on how you look at it, how you take it. But really, the silence is bugging a lot of people. It's leading a lot of speculation. And then the latest video just kind of looks like a pity party. Like, how can God take me through this? Girl, I'm sure the other girls are praying for that as well. How can God take them through this and get their money back? Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and just let me know what you think in the comments.